I can restart. Okay.
Yeah, so the point is that we need to think of the future. And, you know, this financial bleeding must be stopped. This is why I'm telling people, if you put me in as the Member of Parliament, I'm an independent candidate, and I have a left wing that is socially progressive, a right wing that's fiscally conservative, and as an independent candidate, Kent and Peter, I can make a noise. And the fact of the matter is, you know, when I said, you know, with tongue in cheek, I can get Ottawa all shook up. Many of you know my hobby is trying to sing like Elvis. We need a strong voice. I am that voice. And I'm telling you, if I get your vote on the 20th of this month, just a few days from now, watch what will happen to Ottawa. You can see one voice. William Wilberforce in the British Parliament, one member of Parliament ended the entire slave trade. One strong voice. And we need people to stand on guard. You and I, as Canadians, need to stand up. And I want to thank Kent and Peter for giving me the opportunity. I think there's a couple more points. And
yes, there is. You are certainly a strong voice for our community, and I do thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Point number 6 today. All of his members, Justin Trudeau's members of Parliament, are shills, which means they are not allowed to think independently and act on behalf of their electoral districts without permission from totalitarian Trudeau.
Well said. And the fact of the matter is, there isn't one voice that is brave enough and strong enough to stand up to the totalitarian tendencies of totalitarian Trudeau. He is literally mopping the floor with anybody, takes them right out of cabinet if they don't echo his sentiments. This is dictatorial behavior, has nothing to do with the Westminster model of parliamentary democracy. And you know, it's interesting, Kent and Peter, that the Westminster model of parliamentary democracy dictates, and that's what we subscribe to. It says, under no circumstances should the people of Canada be voting blindly for the party. No, the Westminster model says you vote for the person who is going to literally stand up, and the music here is helping me to get inspired even more. And the fact of the matter is, when you think of it, it's the person, not the party, that you've got to vote for. And I'm saying, listen, I'm an independent candidate. I've been living in Newmarket for 25 years, a quarter of a century, and I feel ready to go to battle for Newmarket, Aurora, without any political agenda. Half my salary, it's all documented here, is being returned directly to this riding to fight poverty. And I was telling others on another video clip I did for the Newmarket Chamber of Commerce, I said, listen, I believe that as an independent candidate I can do more for the businesses of Newmarket, Aurora than any other candidate. How? And I talked about the 3 C's for success. 1, communication. And I have been told by many, I'm a master communicator, and I'm not trying to be arrogant here, but communication is important. Secondly, I am somebody that focuses on collaboration, and the 3rd C is collegiality. I specialize in communicating and collaborating and being collegial. Now, we have very bright people in Newmarket, business minds that eclipse anything I could ever imagine. I'm not going to be able to fix the problems for the business community on my own. No, but I know how to find the people that do have the ability. Do you know how many people here in Newmarket, Kent and Peter, that have the brilliant business acumen? My job will be to convene them, to be collaborative, and to be collegial, and we all know the strength of one person, but you can't match the strength of one person beside 100 people, all like-minded. Think of the trail we can blaze politically and a business community like this. And so, you know, when this 6th point was raised here, you know, you cannot get anywhere by doing the same old, same old. We've been told, and it's very obvious, that Newmarket Aurora vacillates and switches between liberal, conservative, liberal, conservative. You can't tell the difference. What is it? Nothing. Nothing gets done. You put an independent, I was going to say I'm an independent, but I'm dependent. Dependent, you can depend on me to get the word out. I'm 71 years old and I'm asking for your vote. One of my favorite songs by Elvis is It's Now or Never. Well, I'm 71. If you don't vote me in now, it may be never, but I'm hoping you will, and I'm hoping to live a little bit longer. But the fact of the matter is, I was interviewed by media after the last election, nearly 2 years ago, and they said, Reverend, like you've been running since 2003, you never got in, how much longer? I said, well, you know, my mother had a motto. She said, I like to shop till I drop. I took my mother's motto, and I politicized it, and I will try till I die. And hopefully, I'll have a few more years left to go. But I can tell you this, you put me in, and the newspapers are going to go wild every day with what I'm going to do for Newmarket, Aurora in particular, and Canada in general. And I'll just reiterate what Kent just read here. You cannot afford to put another shill into Parliament. All they do is sit in their little offices and do whatever totalitarian Trudeau tells them to do. They are not interested in this writing. They're more interested in doing whatever he wants so they can tap dance to a totalitarian tune. And don't get me started, because here I go.
I have a feeling Trudeau takes his orders from someone else. I have a feeling you take your orders from someone, and I think who you take your orders from is a better place to be.
Kent, thank you, and thank you for taking time, and thank you, Peter, as the producer of this particular program, that I'm very honored, and I do hope, as I say, that you'll be out there. And the good news is, Kent, I'm the top name on the ballot. You don't need to waste your time going down. Just click X on the top name, right there. Dorian Baxter. And I'm going to tell you, my first name is Dorian. Dorian can and will make the difference. Watch me. I mean, it's so true. I can do what has not been done, not by myself, but by being able to communicate, to collaborate, and to be collegial with all those business minds that literally have not been harnessed. They have been just left fallow. We need to convene meetings. We need to move forward, and we do so in strength. So I'm hoping on the 20th day of this month, you will vote Dorian Baxter. That'll be a vote to keep Canada, the true north, strong and free. And I will say thank you very much, and God bless.
And I'm going to say this guy is 71 years old and full of energy and absolutely electric. Thank you so much.
And I'm hoping that, you know, after this election, he'll say, this man is 71 years old, he's full of energy, and he's elected. Not just electric, elected. So I'm hoping that'll be
there.
the case.
I hope so too, Dorian.
Thank you so much.
Thank